Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we have some more new makeup to try. Urban Decay is coming out with 3 new eyeshadow palettes and I have one of them to show you today. This is the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked palette. We will talk about the price, the swatches, we'll do a look with it, and then of course I'll also show you the other 2. And then I have a whole unboxing to do with House of Sillage and their new lip liner and lipstick collections. So I will also be showing you all of these very luxurious lip products over here. I'm super excited to get into it all. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and let's get started. Alright, so like I was saying, Urban Decay is coming out with 3 of their mini palettes. The one I have with me today is Half Baked, and then they also have the Foxy palette and the Sin palette. This new collection of palettes is inspired by some of their best-selling eyeshadows. Let's take a moment to celebrate the fact that Urban Decay sent me PR, which is very exciting to me because you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I would have bought the palettes regardless. I will probably, if you're interested, buy the other 2. But the reason that it's super exciting that they sent me PR is because now I can have the video up the day of the palette release, which is today, by the way. If you're interested, the palettes are now out. Instead of having to wait for the release date to order them and wait for the shipping, and then I end up doing the video a whole week afterwards. So I'm definitely very thankful that they included me in their PR list for this release. Of course, I will swatch the palette, do an eyeshadow look, and tell you my honest opinion about this palette at the end of the video, regardless of whether or not I got it for free like I normally would. But I'm just excited, like I said, at the opportunity of getting the palette before the release date so that I can give you guys my opinion on this palette the day that is launching. Here is the exterior packaging of the little palette, which I think it's adorable. And then once you open it, this right here is what it looks like. Half Baked is a really beautiful neutral brown eyeshadow palette. This one's kind of like a back to the basics palette if you want something travel friendly with just a few neutral shades that you can count on type of palette. Hopefully the formula hasn't changed and we get the palette to perform like an Urban Decay palette should. And then I did want to show you the other 2 palettes. So this right here is the Sin palette and what the inside of it looks like, and then this one here is the Foxy palette, which has a beautiful greenish color story. The day that I'm filming this video, since the palettes haven't come out yet, it doesn't say the price on the Urban Decay website, but I'm assuming it'll be the same price as the other mini palettes that they already have out, which is a $29 price point, which seems fair for this size palette. So now let me go ahead and swatch it. Here is the shade Rolling, Half Baked, which is the shade that inspired this whole palette, and it is an Urban Decay classic, the color Rocky. And the first matte, which is called Back Off. I'm actually kind of impressed with that matte formula and the way that swatched. I feel like mattes are usually the trickiest ones to swatch. And then the last 2 colors, which are Breadwinner. Oh my god, that is super smooth. And then Edible right here, which again, another really nice pigmented and smooth matte shade. Alright, I lowered the light a bit so hopefully you can see the swatches even better, and this is what they'll look like. I don't really have many complaints about the color story. It is your basic nice neutral brown color story. If I could say something I would have done differently, is I probably wouldn't have 2 shimmer shades that look this close to one another. I feel like these 2 look so similar. They just have a teeny tiny bit of a different undertone and a difference in the intensity of the shimmer, but they look pretty similar to one another. So I would have probably switched this color right here, which is Rocky, for something maybe that gave me a little bit more variety, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with this color story. And if you're in need of a nice neutral brown type of eyeshadow palette, then this could be a good option for you. I'm going to stay a little bit closer to the camera to do the eye look, and for primer, they also sent this over, so I'm going to use it today. This is the eyeshadow primer potion, the original one, and I have not used this in so many years, but I do remember that I used to love this. So let's go for it. Okay, I'm just blending it in, and I'm going to start the eye look with the color Rolling right here on a REPHR number 15, just using it kind of as a base transition-y type of a shade. So I am putting it all over the crease of my eye with my big fluffy brush. And this is not a matte or a shimmer, it's kind of like a satin shade, I would say, if I had to describe it. It's very, very similar to the color of my skin, so on me it doesn't really show up much, but if you have a darker skin than mine, it could be a really nice like brow highlighting shade, and if you're lighter, it'll probably be a better transition on you than on me, because like I said, on me it just kind of looks pretty similar to my skin color, maybe a little bit more yellow, but very, very similar. I'm going to move on to Buck Off right here. Same brush, since I still need to build up this crease. And so with the REPHR number 15, starting on the outer corner, I'm going to start blending that shade, and from the outer corner I'm working it inwards, back and forth. That looks so pretty. And let's do the same thing over here. Definitely let me know down in the comment section if you want me to order the other palettes to review as well. I feel like this one is probably the most basic one of the three, so I'm wondering if you guys want to see the other two in action. So far, as the formula of the shades and all of that, I don't really have any complaints. Everything is performing as expected. And I'm just going back and building up that shade and making sure that it looks even on both sides of my face. So I feel like I need a little bit more on this eye. Okay, so with the REPHR number 14, I'm going into the color Edible back here, and we are going to intensify the outer V of the eye with it. First blending it on the outer third of the eyelid, and then with the tip of my REPHR number 14, which is a very small blending brush, I'm going to start working it into the crease ever so slightly. Okay, I think that looks beautiful. I really like this color Edible because it's like really intense, but it blends nicely. And I love that it's not a warm brown because it adds a lot of depth to the outer corner of my eye, which I am here for. Same thing on this side. So I'm going to go into the shade Breadwinner here. And this is a REPHR number 2 brush, and I'm going to put it from the center of the eye out. I feel like I've been doing pretty much the same look with different colors lately, but I like doing this eye look to try as many shades as I possibly can with a palette. That's my excuse, okay? Plus it's a pretty eye look. So that shade from the center and out. And then I'm going to go into Half Baked, which again is the Urban Decay shade that inspired this palette, and I'm going to put it on the inner half of the eyelid. That looks so glamorous. A little bit more of that copper shade back here. Make sure we don't lose it. And lastly, because I wanted to use all of the colors, the color Rocky is going to be our inner corner shade. And just blend it in ever so slightly. Right here and in. Now I do have a shadow here that was created by Fallout, so I would recommend doing your eyeshadow before the rest of your face so that you don't have to deal with that. I'm going to just go ahead and use a wipe and wipe it off and reapply some of the makeup I had on already. So a little bit of concealer and powder right here and highlighter over top, and the problem is fixed. For the under eye, I'm going in with my REPHR number 3 on the color Edible, and I'm going to blend that on the outer half of my under eye. And then with my REPHR number 13 and the color Buck Off, I'm going to smoke that out and go all the way to my tear duct area. And this right here is my final look with the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked palette. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara, and I'll be back to open this up, show you the collection, and try on some lipsticks. Back with mascara on, and before I get into this box of lipsticks, I'll give you my final thoughts on the Urban Decay Half Baked palette, just in case this is all you came to this video for. I don't want to make you wait till the end of this video. Formula wise, I think this palette is worth it. I don't really have any complaints about the way that the shades performed. Everything was very pigmented, everything blended up really nicely. I was able to build up all the shades to my desired level of intensity. Now that I've played with the palette a little bit, I do know exactly what shade I would change Rocky for, and that is a lighter champagne color that you can use on the inner corner of the eye for a little bit more of a highlighter right there. The rest of the shades are beautiful. Is this a color story that you need? Honestly, probably not. I feel like there is 1,000 other palettes out there that have very similar tones in them to this one, and you probably own one of them. So it's up to you to look at your collection and determine whether or not you need the color story, because it is nothing innovative, you know. Now if you do determine that you do need a palette with these types of colors in your collection, especially something nice and compact and travel friendly, then I do 100% think that this palette is worth it. So those are my final thoughts on this one. Like I said, definitely let me know if you want me to try the other two palettes in the collection. If you've liked the video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe before you leave. Now the video is not ending yet. We have a whole new collection of lipsticks and lip liners from House of Sillage that I want to try, so let's get into it. This right here is a fake unboxing because I already unboxed this before, and I don't think that that footage will ever see light of day because I just don't know how to make unboxing this a beautiful video. So anyways, here is the bunch of products that come in the box, and I'll show you them all one by one. These 5 pencils right here are lip liners, which, if I am correct, this is the first time that House of Sillage makes lip liners to go with their lipsticks. These 2 little boxes right here contain the whole new matte lipstick collection. So there's 8 different lipstick cartridges, we'll call them, inside of here. And then last but not least, this right here, which is a Disney and House of Sillage collaboration lipstick, and also a case. While I do have a couple of other House of Sillage and Disney lipsticks in my collection, they did not come in this fancy packaging I'm going to show you, and so for this whole new collection of matte lipsticks that they sent me, I told them that I knew that they were sending me the cartridges of the lipsticks, and I told them I didn't have any of their absolutely stunning fancy cases, so I'm not sure if that's the reason that they sent me this one, but they did send me one, and I am so excited to show it to you. This right here is a Disney and House of Sillage lipstick case. All of the House of Sillage lipstick case have this beautiful, luxurious packaging. I believe that the exterior of them is made of Swarovski crystals, and then you open it and you put whichever lipstick color you want to use inside of here. And this is the most bougie, fancy lipstick ever. Imagine just bringing this out of your purse to like touch up your lipstick anywhere. It's a whole experience. Now I do know that the price of these is probably as luxurious as it looks. And then it comes with this little protective box as well, in case you want to have both things in your purse, and this one has a mirror back there. I just went ahead and unboxed all of the lipsticks and lip liners. I have them laying in front of me. I was trying to see if I could like pair lipsticks and lip liners together and like show you them that way, but the 6 lip liners are pretty much all different shades of nude, I would say, and then the lipsticks do have some color in them. There is a pink and a couple of reds, so they don't all like perfectly match. So what I'll do is I'll show you the swatches of the lip liners first, the lipsticks separate, and then I'll just try a few for you. This is what the packaging of the lip liners looks like, by the way. Each lip liner comes with a pencil sharpener, and then right here on the other side you have a brush that you can kind of blend them with. This one here is the color Femme Fatale. I can already tell these lipstick swatches are about to be a disaster. So that is Femme Fatale right there. It's a beautiful nude shade. Envious Nude. which as you can see has a little bit more of a mauvey pink in it. Ultimate Pout, which is a lot more cool tone, and you can definitely tell that these are all super creamy. This one here is called the Overliner, and it has a lot more warmth to it than the rest of them we've tried so far. This one is called Nicole's Nude, and it's one of the darker, more red undertone nudes. Lastly, we have Beige Affair, which is more like a true brown, maybe with a hint of rose type of a darker nude. So just take a look right there at the 6 lip liners swatched. If I stay in my comfort zone, my favorite two have to be Femme Fatale right here, the first one, and then this third one, which is called Ultimate Pout. From there, I think I really like Envious Nude, and this one right here called Beige Affair. 5th place, Nicole's Nude, and then my least favorite would be Overliner, just because I don't tend to wear such warm shades on my lips. So that is the order in which I think I would buy these. So next, let's swatch the lipsticks. I was gonna say I don't have a particular order, but I'll try and do my best to swatch them from lightest to darkest. This right here is what the lipstick cartridge looks like, and then it does come in a lipstick looking case, but it's not functional because you can't get it in and out of here unless you take it all the way out, so it's definitely meant to go inside of something else. So the first one is called Alpha Female, and it's this color right here. Then we have the color Lustful, which I think is going to be a favorite of mine. That looks like an absolutely stunning nude. This one is called Femme, which is a lot redder than I expected. Velvet Nude, which is a mid-tone brown. It's actually a beautiful shade. This one is called Seductress. Venomous, which is a dark red shade. Just Bitten, and Exotic Orchid. So take a look right here. These are all of the shades in the new House of Sillage collection. These are supposed to be their matte lipstick collection. Now I can already tell you, if you are not into matte lipsticks, you will still probably be into these, because I wouldn't consider these a matte lipstick. They all definitely have a more powdery than satin finish to them, but they feel extremely creamy and silky. I haven't tried them on my lips yet, but just swatching on the back of my hand, they are extremely pigmented and they feel very silky and hydrating when you swatch them. They're not hard or dry or any of that, so they're probably extremely comfortable to wear still. There's obviously a huge amount of different combinations that I can do with the lipsticks and the lip liners, so what I'll do is I think I'll just try some of my favorites. And then take a look right here at what the lipsticks and the lip liners look like swatched side by side. I'll go ahead and write the names of all of the shades next to the color, because I feel like that will be helpful if you're interested in buying any of these. And as per usual, if you're interested in anything I'm talking about in today's video, definitely check out the links down in the description box. Okay, so I'm going to try the lip liner in Femme Fatale, which was one of my favorites. And these are butter. These are super buttery. I'm going to blend it in using the little brush. And then this right here is the lipstick in the shade Lustful. Back with the little brush. And this right here is what this lip combination looks like. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. I don't want to take it off, but let's try more. Let's try Nicole's Nude, which was one of the darker, more mauvey lip liner shades. And blend it in. And then with this one, I'm going to apply the lipstick in the color Femme. And here is what that looks like. I'm going to cover my eyes because I feel like this would look better with a less dramatic eye look, or at least an eye look that was the same undertone. So this is what it looks like. Really pretty, but I don't think it matches this eye look at all. I'm going to go in with Ultimate Pout now, which is the more cool toned lip liner that I also really liked. Wow, this one is very, very cool toned. And I wanted to try it with the lipstick in Velvet Nude. And here's what that combo looks like. Definitely really pretty, but my favorite combo I've done was the first lip liner and lipstick combo I tried. And this one right here will be the last. Hopefully these 3 combos plus all of the swatches with the names of everything will help you in choosing a lipstick and lip liner shade of your liking. If you're even interested in this collection and trying some House of Sillage, I can definitely tell you that the quality is amazing. The formulas feel fantastic. Everything is very luxurious. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Also, if you like my content, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys so much. I really hope you like this House of Sillage lipstick collection and also the review on the Half-Baked Naked palette. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye bye.